Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never, ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and this is today's Cardano analysis video. Before I begin, I just want to wish each and every one of you a very, very happy Monday. Now, I know that the markets are red and people are, feeling down. In fact, just the other day, I think it was yesterday or the day before, someone on the Mango C chat posted a screenshot of the crypto fear and greed index, and that index was sitting at extreme fear. Can you believe it? Extreme fear. And is it warranted? Well, yes. I mean, look at Bitcoin, right? Right now, Bitcoin is testing some really, really critical levels. I think these are levels that will sort of dictate whether or not Bitcoin actually stays in its bull market or in its current bullish phase. Okay, I'll say that. However, am I bearish yet? No. Okay, now to give you an understanding of why I'm not bearish yet, I will first be starting off with the Bitcoin chart, okay, only on the weekly time frame. Then we'll be getting on over to the Mango dashboard to see what Cardano's macro trend is really telling us on the dashboard. And then we'll be getting on over to the charts for Cardano. Okay, now if you're someone who is in a hurry and you just want to cut to the chase, well, I will be including timestamps below. Cool beans, cool beans. So let's get to it. Now, if you're wondering, Krisha, why aren't you bearish here? It's because I have a rule. Okay, my rule is, Krisha, wait on confirmation. Why do I have this rule? It's because I have been burned one too many times, lost some amazing positions that I've had on altcoins as well as Bitcoin in that previous bull market that costed me a lot. Okay, it was painful, and it was not just a cost to my account equity, but it was also a cost to my psyche. Okay, and I'm not willing to break that rule, and so I will be following it to the T. The rule is that, Krisha, wait on confirmation, and as per my analysis so far, the confirmation hasn't been given to us yet as far as the bearish turn is concerned on Bitcoin. Okay, my confirmation is going to be us closing a candle, and yes, I'm talking about a candle close underneath the weekly 21 EMA. Until and unless we get that, I will not be flipping bearish on Bitcoin. However, note that, guys, I am prepared for when Bitcoin actually does go south. Okay, I do have a plan, and in fact, I implore each and every one of you to also have a plan if things take a turn here. Okay, because remember, we're traders here. All right, and the beautiful part about trading is that you can make money on either side of the market. You can make money when markets are trending to the upside, okay, and you can also make money when markets are trending to the downside. It's just about understanding in which phase we're at. And right now, Bitcoin hasn't really given me that official signal telling me to switch. Okay, but needless to say that as soon as it does, I am prepared. I have a plan. All right, and I will be taking the other side of the trade. Simple. Keep it simple. Keep it Mango. All right, so far we opened a brand new weekly candle today, and if you notice that last close, if I just zoom into this picture, okay, we did not close underneath the weekly 21 EMA. All right, we just about made it. We can see price actually dip slightly below, okay, but I'll be waiting on a proper confirmation. And why is this important? Because if I just zoom out of this picture, I want you to notice on the weekly time frame, okay, every time Bitcoin started an uptrend, so over here we went from 3K to 14K. The first time we broke that 21 EMA was our first tip off on that, okay, price is doing something very, very different here. Okay. The next pickup was met with a swift rejection. We put in a lower high only for us to continue that downtrend. Alrighty, same thing here. This was that previous bull market. Notice how we did not close a single candle underneath the 21 EMA. every touch of the 21, guys, was met with support. And sometimes it was a very, very close call, right? On so many instances right here. There was one right here. I believe there were a few right around here, right? It was a very, very close call. But imagine losing positions on those kind of, on those retests of the weekly 21 EMA. Right, so not once did we lose it on the uptrend right here. In fact, the first time we lost it after we hit 20K, okay, was our first tip on that. All right, Bitcoin is doing something very different. And that's when we started putting in a series of lower highs on Bitcoin's weekly time frame. Oopsie daisy. Okay, just to drive it in, we put in a lower high here, lower high, lower high. This was our tip off on, okay, bear market initiated. Right, so I will be waiting on that confirmation. I want to see a confirmed weekly 21, a weekly candle underneath the 21 EMA for me to flip bearish on Bitcoin and then consequentially the markets, the crypto markets. Apologies. Also, another thing is that if you're wondering, Krisha, why is it that Bitcoin is going down, but hey, the altcoins are looking like fairly decent compared to Bitcoin? Now, this is a very, very good set of observation that was made by only a handful of people, if I had to be honest. It was here. Okay, now. This is a practice exercise for all of you out there. I think it's going to help each and every one of you, especially if you're someone playing the altcoins. If you go back into historic price action, I want you to go and make some observations and let me know what you guys find in the comment section below. But make an observation of what Bitcoin was doing here at around its 20K region. This was December of 2017. Okay. And then I want you to go and look at that same date, okay, that December to Jan 2017 date, and I want you to tell me what the altcoins were doing then. Okay, go and check it out. Look at those charts and compare the two along the same time frame and tell me what the altcoins did. Because the altcoins did something very different in that juncture. Okay, and I do believe we're seeing something very similar play out if you're looking at the relationship between Bitcoin and the altcoins right now. Okay, is there still opportunity? Well, yes. Yes, there is still opportunity. So go ahead, take a look at that, and if you find the observation, let me know in the comment section below and we can have a nice chat on that. Now let's get into the Mango dashboard and see what the dashboard is telling us about Cardano. Okay, so I'm currently on the 2-day time frame. I'm gonna go ahead and filter out Cardano. All right, so Cardano USDT is still long. Okay, now this is still a bullish signal that came in 1 week ago, and if you managed to catch a trade on that, you were up a good 22.62%. Apologies, you are still up a good 22.62% even after the pullback that Cardano took. Right. Cardano BTC also a bullish long trend change which came in 25 days ago, and if you caught a trade on that, you are currently up a good 116.50%. Okay, so what this is telling me that the altcoins on those macro timeframes, they're still in a uptrend. Okay, they're still very much in an uptrend. So now this is the 2-day time frame for Cardano. Let's get on over to maybe the 4-hour time frame. And what do you know? Cardano USDT as well as Cardano BTC on the 4-hour is neutral, telling us that, okay, you know what, we're likely in a range of consolidation. All right. Now we'll have to see how Cardano really reacts off of its major points of support in order to determine whether or not we're actually going to see this bullish trend continue. Okay, now we're seeing a level of consolidation on the 4-hour time frame. However, if you get on over to the 12-hour time frame, you'll see that this is still long. Okay, that uptrend is still being maintained on the 12-hour time frame. Now, from my preliminary analysis on Cardano, I do believe that this is accurate. Okay, that 12-hour uptrend as well as that daily uptrend as well as the 2-day uptrend has not been lost yet. Those uptrends are still very much intact. And in fact, if you caught a trade based on the Mango dashboard when the reversals went off, okay, when the signals came to us, you are up on almost all these time frames. Okay, so you're still sitting in profits. Now, Cardano is telling us that, okay, the lower time frames is what is in consolidation. So now let's jump into the charts. Okay, this is Bitcoin. Let's get into Cardano. Cardano USDT on the weekly time frame. Now, we also closed, of course, and opened a brand new weekly candle today. And as you guys can see, the last target I'd given you in my last video was at $2.37. And as price unfolded, we actually got up to that region. Okay, I'm just going to zoom into this price action. We got up to that region. However, we failed to close over. Okay, price got rejected. Now we're seeing a test. We have yet to lose the midpoint in the current range that Cardano is oscillating within. Okay, the current prevailing price range that I believe Cardano is in is from $1.84 going all the way up to $2.37. The midpoint that I have been harping on about on almost every altcoin analysis that I've been conducting comes in at around this region at $2.10. Okay, it's only if we start losing that, even on those lower time frames, will I be anticipating another touch of $1.84. However, as this is unfolding, guys, just look at this picture, right, on the weekly time frame. It's looking good still. Yes, we did not break resistance, but we also have yet to take out the weekly uptrend. Okay, for us to lose the weekly uptrend on Cardano, we essentially have to lose this wick low right here. This wick low comes in at $1.09. Okay, so far this weekly uptrend is still intact. All right, what will tip me off on Cardano doing something very, very different is if we start losing this region right here that comes in at $1.55, which is also marked by this wick high. So essentially, we'll be breaking back down into that range of consolidation that we just broke out of. Okay, that would be the first, something different is happening here. Okay, so far Cardano USDT on the weekly looking good. Yes, we're coming down for a retest. It's only if we start losing the midpoint will I be anticipating a touch of the $1.84 region. All right, but now let's get into the daily time frame, and then we'll get on over to the 4-hour time frame. And what do you know, the daily too, guys, that uptrend is still being maintained. Okay, cloud is green, the bullish TK cross is still intact. In fact, we got a bullish crossover setup here, the bullish TK cross above the cloud, which was a very, very good sign. In fact, that was the first thing that tipped us off on continuation for Cardano, and that's when we saw this move to the upside, right? As far as the 21 EMA goes, we're still sort of trending to the upside. The slope on that is positive. How about the 10 SMA? We have that bullish crossover set up between the 10 SMA and that 21 EMA as well. That is still intact. Okay, so this is, yes, we're coming down for those retests. Bitcoin is scaring the hell out of everyone right now, but it is going to be prudent to keep your eyes open on almost each and every chart. Now, this is where that exercise really comes into play, guys. Go and take a look. I'm not going to spoon feed everything to you all. Go and compare the two charts. Bitcoin during December 2017 when it hit its highs and what the altcoins were doing then. Okay, that was a very, very key signature that was set in there. We might very well see something very similar happen here. Okay, but I want you guys to keep your minds open, keep your eyes open, and prepare for still either side. Okay, there's opportunity on both sides right now. The daily so far, I believe, is still looking good. We're still holding support, coming in at the midpoint at $2.10. And once again, I want you to notice how well price has been following the weekly regions of support and resistance here too. Okay, so all of these lines I have extrapolated them from the weekly time frame, and I do believe that price is following it to the T on the daily time frame as well. All right, so now this is the daily. Let's get on over to the 4-hour, because it's honestly the 4-hour that's telling us that, hey, you know what, I am in a range of consolidation. Now, this is what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I saw price actually break out of this and close over. In fact, that mentioned the growth chat that, you know what, price closed over. We're likely going to see a retest here and maybe a bounce if we react well. If we see that bounce, the next target only comes in at $3 for Cardano. But what we saw instead was price closed over. Okay, in fact, we got 2 closes over, if you notice. However, that's that third candle, we lost it to the downside. We broke that region of support, telling us that, okay, you know what, price is likely going to come all the way down to the midpoint. Okay, and that's essentially what we have done so far. We are back at $2.09. Okay, for Cardano USDT, honestly, guys, for it to get out of its range of consolidation, I'll be looking for price. If it has to break to the upside, I'll be looking for price to take back that 10 simple moving average, okay, which comes in at $2.24. As soon as we can start living over that $2.24 region once again, only then will I be looking for price to contest the highs. Okay, at first this horizontal going all the way up to this wick high right here. Okay, but this is going to be contingent on us actually breaking that 10 SMA to the upside. However, Okay, now that is the upside case of us breaking this current consolidation to the bullish side, right? However, there's a bearish side as well. If price starts closing underneath that midpoint, now notice how we have an official close underneath that midpoint, okay, which comes in at $2.10. If I start seeing additional candle body closes underneath that $2.10 region, I will be looking for this consolidation to break to the downside even further. Okay, bringing us all the way back down to $1.84. So it's going to be an if this then that scenario. However, I feel like the deal breaker honestly for the bulls is going to be us actually maintaining this region, $1.54. I think that is going to be extremely, extremely important for the bulls to maintain in order for us to actually see this bullish trend continue to the upside. Okay, remember what I'm looking for here. If I just get on over to the weekly very, very quickly again, we broke out of this consolidation, right? This bull flag consolidation right here, and this right here is that $1.54 region. If we start closing candles underneath that once again, I'll be looking at that as price doing something very, very different. At which point we may very well go into another prolonged consolidation for Cardano, so keep your eyes peeled on these numbers. But so far, like I said, bullish trend is still intact. Now let's get into Cardano BTC and see what it is up to. And here we are, Cardano BTC on the weekly time frame. We will only be going over it on the weekly time frame. Now what this chart is really telling us is that, hey, between Cardano and Bitcoin, which is the better trending asset, right? And well, look at this chart. It's pretty evident that it is Cardano right now. Cardano has been outperforming Bitcoin for at least a good 2 weeks, right? Ever since we broke out right here. So for past 2 weeks, we have been outperforming Bitcoin. In fact, that last week alone, Cardano did a good 63% against Bitcoin. Okay, now from my analysis, I brought up two critical levels to your attention. The last time we spoke about Cardano, the first one came in right here at around 3,879 sats, which was then resistance, now turned into support. Okay, so it was the first range of now support. The next point of resistance comes in at 5,414. Now, I believe that that currently is the prevailing sort of range that Cardano BTC is likely going to oscillate in. Okay, but please note that I always put some level of importance on my midpoints, right? So let's go ahead and draw in the midpoint in that range. And that midpoint comes in here at around 4,611 sats. And as you can see, price has broken that region to the upside. Okay, we're currently looking to get in an official test of that region of support. All right, so far it appears that we have gotten front run and price is moving to the upside. However, please note that now this is something that I was telling Sean about. I'm like, you know, when I see the Bitcoin pairings actually start trending to the upside, I want to make sure that they're trending because in this case, in this instance, Cardano USD is showing strength. Okay, and not because Bitcoin is just dumping harder than Cardano right now. Overall, when I'm looking to get into a bullish asset, I want to see strength. Okay, I want to see strength predominantly on the USD pairing. Okay, and because there's strength on the USD pairing, that is what is driving the strength on the Bitcoin pairing as well. Okay, that is essentially what I'm looking for here. Now, this drive up, I believe, is predominantly because Bitcoin actually dumped harder than Cardano, and that's why we're seeing this drive up currently in Bitcoin and Cardano BTC's charts. But what I'll be looking for ultimately is for Cardano BTC to maintain this region of support if we have to see continuation from here on. Now, remember what we're looking for on Cardano USDT on that 4-hour time frame. Okay, if this has to show strength from the bulls, we're looking for the bulls to take back that 4-hour 10 simple moving average, telling me that, okay, you know what, they're likely picking up some strength here. Are we seeing those additional candle body closes over that 10 SMA region? Right? Are we seeing those candle body closes over the 10 simple moving average? As soon as we see that, I'm saying that this is likely going to start trending up even further. Okay, allowing us to get to that point of resistance that comes in at 5,414. And if for those of you who have been watching my Cardano analysis videos, you guys know that there's some major confluence there, right? Not only is that a horizontal that I have extracted from historic price action on the weekly time frame, but it is also a measured move of this massive cup and handle formation that Cardano actually broke out of in the week of 3rd of May. Right, so there's confluence in that region. Now, as soon as Cardano USDT actually starts giving us some strength, I'm saying that Cardano BTC is also going to start moving up towards that target. Okay, now this is all I have for you. Remember to approach the charts with a holistic view. Be prepared for the upside, yes, but also be prepared for the downside. What is the benefit of that? Well, guess what? You get to make money on the downside as well. Okay, your only responsibility in any market is to be on the right side of the market. Look at what the market is telling you. Do not argue with it, and just jump onto the side of the market, because you're likely going to win on that side. All right, now this is all I have for you for Cardano. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, and do not forget to do that exercise. Compare Bitcoin's price action back in December of 2017 when it hit its highs to the price action of the altcoins around that juncture. So with that in mind, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao, guys.